Okay, I just saw a park ranger here. I'm gonna see if he will talk to me on camera about this place to see if he has seen anything, provide us a little bit of history, kind of feelings he gets here. Okay, let me see if he'll do it.
Smith National Historic Site. So we've been a site in the National Park Service in 1961, but we cover roughly about 80 years of history from 1817 for the first fort being built to the second fort being built during the 1830s, mainly because of the Trail of Tears and the removal of the tribes through this area. We were a military fort till 1871, so we were here through the Civil War, the Mexican War, the Gold Rush, and then following that, the federal court system moves in. So that's where you get both the jails, the courthouse, the gallows, and all the rest of the grounds here. So we, like I said, we cover roughly about 80 years of history. And if you're looking for ghost stuff, I guess this is probably a pretty good place to look for it. But yeah, so a lot of interesting stories here involving people.
To enter the Fort Smith Museum of History, decorated for Christmas. Let's go. Let's see what they got.
The Fort Smith National Historic Site is located on the bank of the Arkansas River in downtown Fort Smith, Arkansas. Visiting the site is like taking a trip back in time with intriguing stories from 1817 to 1896. Visitors can learn about the Trail of Tears, brave soldiers, dangerous outlaws, U.S. Marshals, and the legendary Judge Isaac C. Parker, known as the Hanging Judge. In 1875, Judge Parker was appointed by Ulysses S. Grant as the federal judge for the Western District of Arkansas, including all of the Indian Territory. During his tenure, he heard thousands of cases for both violent and non-violent criminals. The most common crime was selling whiskey in the Indian Territory. Sensationalism took over, and he became known as the Hanging Judge. During his work as a judge, Judge Parker sentenced more women and men to death than any other federal judge. A total of 160 prisoners were given the death penalty. Of those, only 79 were hanged. While hanging was considered the most humane way of execution, not all executions went smoothly. Prior to 1886, executions were open to the public. However, Judge Parker regarded executions as punishment, not entertainment. Contrary to popular belief, he did not watch or attend any of the hangings. The window from his office faced the opposite direction towards the Arkansas River, not the gallows. He wrote letters for pardons for some convicted murderers and transferred others to different prisons with education and trade programs for rehabilitation. Anyone arrested was sent to the jail located in the basement of the courthouse. Those who were waiting for a trial would spend up to a year in jail. Prisoners who were found guilty of rape or murder would be sentenced to be executed by hanging at the gallows. The jail had limited water, poor ventilation, and unsanitary conditions contributed to the horrendous reputation of the jail. It was known as Hell on the Border. This small jail would house up to 50 prisoners together at a time. Far too crowded for the space, regardless of the seriousness of the crime, men convicted of murder or other violent crimes were confined with the rest non-violent men.
Now off to the gallows.
The gallows at Fort Smith served justice to 79 men who had been convicted of either murder or rape. On the day of the execution, the condemned man was given a new suit and a last meal from the local diner. He was also given the opportunity to be with clergy. At a predetermined time, his death warrant was read. He was then escorted from the jail, surrounded by guards, and led to the gallows. He was marched up the 12 steps to the platform and given one more opportunity to be with clergy. He was then taken to the center of the platform for his last words. Some will profess their innocence, others ask for forgiveness, confess, or even warn others about doing wrong, like murdering, gambling, or drinking. One man rambled on for 20 minutes hoping to delay the inevitable. Some chose to say nothing at all. Once he was finished, his arms and legs were tied, a dark hood placed over his head, and the noose secured around his neck. The marshal gave the signal, and the lever was pulled. The trapdoor underneath him released. The condemned man dropped. The body was left hanging until medical personnel was certain the prisoner was dead. The family could then claim the body and bury them where they wished. There's the gallows right now, and there's about 10 kids that just walked in there. What's up? How many spirits are here with me? Do you remember me? Okay, my spirit box just literally turned off by itself. Fully charged, it literally just shut off. Was that you? Are you shutting off my spirit box? Can you tell me who you are? What's your name? Are you a little mischievous, or are you just using the spirit box energy to talk, to manifest? Getting a spike right here, and I just want to kind of give you an idea of where this location is. We are right underneath where they would drop. Okay, it literally just turned off again. I keep turning off my spirit box. Third time. Fully charged battery. Why do you keep turning off my spirit box? As I was saying, I'm right underneath the gallows where they would drop. People would drop, hang here, and they would cart them out that door right there. Do you not want me here? Am I bothering you? Or do you like that I'm here?
Tell me how you died. You're very powerful. I see you. Talk to me. I heard you. You're very powerful. I can feel you right here. What did you do to deserve a hanging? Did you rape? Did you murder? Were you a bad guy? Is there anything you want to tell me? Your name? The year you died? Were you one of the ones that died 6 at a time? Thank you so much for talking to me. Appreciate you being here. It's very cool that you're talking to me. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared at all. Can you tell that? I'm intrigued by you. And I'd like to know your story. Do you regret what you did? You wish you could take it back? Not getting any readings anywhere else. They're not mapping those poles. They're not mapping that door. Oh. Hello. Hi. There's 2 of you? Can you wave for me? Can you wave for me? Thank you. He has no head. You see that? And he's not on the ground. He's in the middle of that boulder there without a head. Well, now he's not there. Let me get a little closer. Are you there? What is that thing on his leg? This right there is the stick where they would release the floorboard so that you would fall to your death. How awful, I can't imagine. He is in that area. He's still missing his head. He's headless. Wait for me, please. Can you say hi? Can you say hi and wait for me? Looks like he's grabbing onto that pole for dear life. And I'm doing it from different angles. He's like floating in the middle of that with no head. So this is new. How many spirits are here? 1, 2? Can you tell me your name? How did you die? I think I know the answer, but I just want you to tell me. Are you a man or a woman? Man? You say my name? Sound like it said Kelly. You say my name? Sound like it said Kelly. Do you see ghosts out here, little squirrel? I bet you do. All the stuff that I'm hearing, so what I'm gonna have to do is go home and slow this down and really. Hey, I saw you. You just turned it to red and you said, hey. Really. Hey. I feel like I'm hearing music. I can't really tell. Yeah? You play music for me. That building over there looks very ominous. I'm gonna go and check that one out. to the jail. Say anything? Here it is. Here's the jail. Can you talk to us about it? Were you in jail here? Next stop is this cannon right here. Let's see if there's anything attached to it. This cannon. Do a little reading here. I'm sure this cannon was responsible for. Why? Heard a woman. (1862). This cannon was responsible for a lot of deaths. This cannon was responsible for a lot of deaths. Yours? Talk to me. Are there any spirits here? How'd you die? This guy thinks I'm crazy. He's been watching me ghost hunt for a good 20 minutes. Looks like one spooky building. Let's check this one out. A lot of people feel like the only time you can do investigations is at night. And while, yes, you can use the IR camera and catch a lot of things on the IR camera, sometimes that's not possible, especially through this pandemic. So a lot of places just shut down. This is open to the public until 5 o'clock. So for me, to do this investigation at night is not an option. But who says ghosts only come out at night? That's freaky. What? How are you? You fine? Good? You don't want me to go? What's up? Tell me your name. Please. I don't know if I heard hi or Adam or something. I'm gonna have to go check that out again. It's almost Christmas. Do you like Christmas? Christmas is in about a week. You like Christmas? I appreciate you talking to me. Tell me your story. Was life hard? It was? What? Who's in here? How many? I hear men, I hear women. Who's all here? Is this your place? Is this your home? This year's 2020. We've had a crazy year. Christmas is in about a week. We've gone through a pandemic this year called COVID-19. It's killed a lot of people. A lot of death, a lot of sickness, a lot of anxiety. Have you ever experienced that? Did you die of sickness? Are you a man or a woman? I hear people coming. Can you say goodbye? Tell me goodbye real quick. Hurry. Tell me goodbye. Okay, guys, I hear people coming. I think it's close to 5 o'clock, so they're gonna kick me out. So I think that'll be it for me today. We'll see. We'll see who it is. Hi. Are y'all ready for it? Man, I'm telling you.
Did you find anything?
Yeah.
No, they don't allow any visitors up there. We have no egress, and so we have a
Okay.
little pull down staircase.
Oh,
so
I
if
see.
there's ever a fire, you gotta love the government rules. Prior to that, though, this is the oldest standing building in Fort Smith, so it's 1838 is when it's built. And then the military used it for housing supplies and such. And then during the Civil War, it actually housed Confederate troops and Union troops for a short time. When there was massive buildup of troops, they didn't have enough room to put it in the enlisted men's barracks, so this was kind of overflow camping for the rest of some of the guys.
So do you have any documented deaths in here?
Not in this building, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
If there is, now as far as our visitor center goes, you do have at least one murder that I'm aware of in the second jail. You have several deaths that take place in both jails due to illnesses. It was a hospital while it was also a jail, because they had medical facilities there for the guys. You do have a couple guys that try to escape that get shot on the grounds. On the grounds as a whole, though, including our visitor center, if you want to talk about deaths, I would imagine you wouldn't find any less than 1,000 people's died here, and that's I think a low estimate. You're looking at almost 100 guys from the executions alone, and then you look at the guys who came here after Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove campaigns, different Civil War events, different military buildups of just disease, much less the battle wounds they would receive after those large engagements, because they brought the Confederates back here that were wounded, and a lot of them died. They're mass graves over there in the cemetery. Large numbers of groups of people come and go, you bring disease.
Yeah.
But then post-military, post-court system, that building was used for a lot of things, including a hospital, which is just where people from stillborns up to 100-year-olds die at. So it just, you have, like I said, if you had less than 1,000 deaths within 200, 300 yards of where we're sitting, I'll be very impressed.
Say goodbye so we can leave. Can you say goodbye?